he gets a pizza delivery order, right? Large pepperoni pizzas. So he loads it up, he gets in the car, right? As he's riding down the road, this is his first time ever ordering to this address. So, they intend on giving a big tip. He's riding, right? He got the aux cord in. So as he pulls up, he sees a house with no lights on and nothing, right? So he's thinking, man, what the heck? Am I at the right address? He's checking his phone. He's looking like, yep, this is the right address. So he knocks. Now, somebody answered, a bald head white guy. He's like, oh, sorry, you can just bring the pizzas to the back. He goes to the back, right? Knocks on the door. Now the grass is up to his waist, so he's just looking around, and he could have swore that he heard something in the bushes, but he wasn't sure, so he kept walking. He get to the back porch, and he knocks on the door, and the white guy answers, and he says, oh yeah, you can bring it inside. He looks behind him, and a pitch dark house. It's about 10 people standing behind him. He can see, but I don't think the guy knew that he seen it. So like, he made up something, and I think he was like, I think we can't go in the house, it's our policy. So he started backing up, and they just standing there looking at him. So as he walks, back around, he puts the pizzas down, and they just sitting there staring at him as he's walking away. When you gotta, like when you walking and you think you hear something, so you kind of like walk a little faster, and it kind of scare you a little bit. He kind of got that feeling. He start going, right? Now as he gets back to his car, he looks at the house, right? And he sees nobody's chasing him. So he backs up. Now as he looks in his rearview mirror, his heart stops completely. He sees about 20 to 30 people just standing in that same front yard, just sitting there looking at him. Y'all cats out there delivering pizza, man, y'all be careful, man, because, man, it could have been bad. Y'all got to think, was they standing outside already when he walked to the backyard? Was they already outside? Because you remember, he did say he heard something. Like, comment, and subscribe. More to come. Yo, what's up? It's just Monty, and I'm here to let you know that you found the right place. Now, this channel consists in awareness videos, non-fictional and fictional videos, and my life stories, and how to survive certain situations. If you into that type of thing, hit that like, comment, subscribe. That's on the screen right there. And with that, let's get into the story. Alright, y'all, what's up? It's just Monty, and I'm back with another one. And I ain't even gonna lie, I got another story for y'all. So look, if y'all like these stories, man, let me know, man, and I'm gonna do more of them. Alright, so check it out. It's this dude named Gerald, right? Now, he's into the whole gang life, right? And one day while doing a robbery, he gets pulled over. Everybody gets taken in. Long story short, somebody rats home. The whole crew, everybody else goes in, right? So now he gets out about 4 years later. So now, he's back on his feet, Now he's thinking about, oh, I need to change, have a better life. So what he do is he ends up meeting this girl. Her name's Veronica, right? So Veronica, she, she's new around the block, and she gets around, but he don't really know that, and that's another huge secret, y'all, that I ain't gonna tell y'all until the end of this episode. So check it out. They're talking, right? For some reason, they've been talking for about 4 months now, so everything's good by this point. They already went on a date and everything. So now, when it's coming to the point, hey, I'm trying to, be intimate with you, what you want to do with. So, she keeps being hesitant. I'm trying to wait. And, he's getting frustrated about it because he's like, man, I could have been out here this time, man. I never had to wait for this, this long. Little does he know, he's about to get the shock of his life, right? So, after that, they end up going on a date or whatever. So, they dating or whatever. And he goes to the bathroom. He's like, hey, I gotta go to the restroom. He gotta pee, right? He been drinking too many of the margaritas, so he goes to the bathroom, and you know, he just got to using the bathroom. He's washing his hands, and somebody washed his hands beside him. Was like, "Hey, are you with that person in there?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know, that's my friend." So you know, and we've been talking for a while. So yeah, you know, we pretty serious, and they talking whatever. He's like, "Hey man, I ain't trying to get in your business or nothing, but man, you need to watch out for her, man." And and basically he's like, "Man, what you talking about?" And he's like, "Hey, look, bro, I don't know how to tell you this, but nah, never mind." He's like, "No, man, just tell me." He's like, "Nah, man, I'm just telling you, bro, man. Have y'all been intimate yet?" And he's like, "Nah, man, for some reason she don't want to be intimate, you know." And now, basically, what they doing is, they talking, they starting to get to know each other. And he's like, "Hey, man, I'm just gonna be real with you, bro. You need to see, man, cause I don't know how to say this, bro. Just man, here's a Facebook page." Time he blew because he like, "Man, hold on. For one, she said she don't need to get on Facebook and da 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 da. You know, they met through a dating app." So now he's like, "All right, now I'm trying to see what's up. You know, so she's texting, 'Hey, what's taking so long?" He's like, I'm coming." You know, he comes back over there and sit down. He pretends that never happened, right? So now what's crazy is he get the dude's number, right? He called the dude, and cause the dude told him, while he was talking, "Hey, bro, just call me later on, cause my cousin, he got killed by that bee," and I was like, "Huh?" And they was like, "All right." So after that, he called the dude and was like, "Hey, man, you was telling me something in the bathroom about this chick, something your cousin killed, man. What's going on with that?" He like, "Man, that bee tricked my cousin into doing something with him, and that bee had something. And when my cousin found out about it, he went over there and took a front that bee. That's all he kept saying is bee, that the F word I ain't gonna say is, YouTube's probably gonna flag me, but it starts with an F and end with a G. That F end with a G, um, you know, went over there and basically shot my cousin because he went over there and took her front or whatever, and they locked her up or whatever, but that bee got out. And he like, "Hold on, for one, what do you mean he has some?" He's like, "If you don't know by now, that's a man, bro. That's a man." Yesterday in the shop, I just didn't really know if it was really her or not, but after you sent me pics and all that, it confirmed to Facebook that I looked up, and yeah, that's her or whatever." So now he's fuming. He like, this B could have set me up, and he like, "Hey, what did he have by chance?" And he was like, "Oh, he got the long road. He got the, the HIV, the gift that keeps giving, as they say." So now he's over at Blue. He's like, "You know what? I'm not even gonna go and put my hands on him. I'm gonna confront him, and then I'm gonna see what happens." He's like, "All right, let me know." And so, he shut the phone off and don't even call dude back. So now he go in there, and he's sitting there cooking or whatever. Now we gonna call him He. So go in there, "Hey, I need to talk to you for a second." So they go over there. So after that, now they sit on the couch. He like, "Hey, are you a guy?" And he's like, "No, I'm not no guy." And he like, "Well, I need you to take your clothes off so we can see what's going on, so I can see if you tell the truth or not." So they like, "Oh, who you been talking to?" Da 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 da, going off, and now I'm talking about he fuming. Now he trying to grab the phone and say, "Let me see your pictures, man. Let me see. I know you got selfies here. You see all my selfies. Why can't I see yours?" So bear with me, y'all. My nose kind of stopped up. So now he's like, you a man. Just get out. And now this time, they said stuff back for the, what leaves, and he shuts the door like, "Man, I tell you, man, I dodged the good one, man. I dodged the good one." So peep this. He don't know that this she girl, whatever, is really planning on robbing him for all he has. So when he kicked him out they started a whole thing, like, because this guy was living good. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, he ended up getting a good job when he got out. You know, he's living decent, few cars in the driveway, everything. So now, you know, he's living on with his life. You know, and occasionally, you know, he'd come back home and one of his windows would be open, and he know he didn't leave open, or microwave uh be open, and he know he never leaves the microwave open. Like, he knows for sure he closes all the cabinets and everything. Like, he'll go in there sometimes, stuff will be in the garbage can, ate like wrappers that he know he didn't eat, and basically all his papers in the back be torn up, ripped to shreds. You know, like somebody been searching for something or misplaced stuff, and he's starting to realize something. Like, man, I think someone's stalking me. I'm gonna set up cameras, man. By this time, he's talking to a whole nother female. This was like 2 months later now. So now the female, you know, they sitting there in his crib one day, they drinking some wine on the couch, and he's, you know, saying, "Hey, I think someone's stalking me," you know. And she's like, "Stalking you?" And she's like, "You do got cameras?" And she's like, "Yeah, but I got outside cameras, but I never thought to really get cameras inside." So he's like, "Well, I got a little friend that, you know, has cameras, and I can help you set that up." So now he sets cameras up all around the house, right? So one day he's at work, right? And he gets a notification on his phone, a vibration notification. So when he gets the notification, he starts to see, like, hold on, somebody's in my house. That somebody with a black hoodie, but looked like kind of male figure, but like with a skirt on, walking around in the house. He's looking real close, like, man, it look like, man, that better not be that B. That better not be that B. So he calls off work. He drives home. He speeds home. Now, when he goes in, he sees the he-she thing right there, and he hold a knife. Now, what he didn't know was when he went in there, he had some backup out there. So they come in and they cold cock hit the dude over the back. They cold cock hit the dude over the head with a bat. Now he's disoriented, and now, you know, they're like, "Oh, what we gonna do with him? What we gonna do with him?" So they wrap him up in plastic, put him in the truck, right? So when they get to the destination, right, the dump or whatever, they realize they hear thumping. They hear thumping. Now when they get to the back of the car, they realize that the trunk's open. And at that second, they all looking at each other like, where did you go? Now at this time, it's confirmed. It's a transsexual person. So now they standing at the back, right? As they arguing, they're like, all right, you go that way. And at that second, they heard a click. And when they look back, a hole goes right through the eye of one of the people. Now, at this time, he starts riddling them with bullet holes. So now, they just slumped over at the car. It's a bloody scene, y'all. So, now that he done shot him, right, he looking this way, he looks that way, and now he's starting to put the bodies in the trunk. He puts the other bodies in the front seat. Now, they by a lake. So what he does is, he's mother efforts trying to kill me. Now he's talking to himself, man. He's mother efforts trying to kill me, and he's holding his head, right? And now he pressed the gear on the car, and the car flows right down, and it goes right to the lake. Now a few weeks later, the car was found, and all the bodies was found in it, and most of them was eaten by fish. Now as he sees this on the news, now he got a bandage over his head, and he's eating some Cheerios. Now, if y'all like this story, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Basically, the moral of the story is I put a little twist to it, but honestly, y'all, if y'all do rock that way, which I rock with my, I rock with anybody who rock with me. I don't go that way, but if y'all have somebody that is like that, let these people know, because there's plenty of times, some people don't take that lightly. Like, some people find out and, and say, oh, just don't tell nobody. And, but some people ain't like it, Some people actually want to, do something to you for doing that. So, I put my own little twist to it now. Y'all, I posted the dog man episode 1, then episode 2, and it's doing alright. So if y'all like this saga, let me know. They're gonna be all combined in one. So y'all let me know if y'all like this, and with that, y'all, I'm out. Okay, you guys, this is another horror story. If you like this, please comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know, and I'll make more. With that, let's get to the story. Okay, so we start talking. One night, it's a guy named Freddie, right? He's sitting on the bus stop, okay? Now, it's around 9 something. The bus don't stop running until about 11, so he's standing there on the bus stop, right? So as he's standing there, he's realizing that he has to be at a certain place at a certain time. So the bus is kind of running late. He knows even if it does come, he's going to get there late. So he's kind of contemplating on what's he going to do, right? So that being said, he's standing there on the bus stop, right? And a few more people walk up, and he's having casual conversations with them, like, hey, I'm still waiting on the bus, and I gotta be here so-and-so. My family's waiting on me. They're like, yeah, man, you should call one of those taxi places. And he's like, well, you know what's crazy? I was just thinking about doing that, and not too long after, a yellow taxi rides up, right? So, my bad, y'all, dropped the lighter. So as he looks in there, the guy's just steady looking for him. But he knows on the side of the car it says taxi. So with the hint being said, he gets in the car, right? Now, when he gets in the car, he realizes that the guy has a black cap. The guy has a black cap on, and he's sitting there holding black gloves as he holds the steering wheel, just looking forward. Now, he's not looking at him through the rearview mirror or nothing. He's just looking straight forward, right? So, this time, now the guy, this time, he's trying to make casual conversation with him. Hey, I need to be dropped off here, and so. So after that, he does that, right? So, after he does that, he realized that the guy isn't saying nothing to him. But he realizes that in this car, it's like a minivan. It's like a driver's seat, a middle seat, and then a back seat. He's all the way in the back seat. He sees someone sitting in the middle side. So he asks for something to drink, and the person says, oh yeah, I got you. And the person that's dropping hands him a water. Now, he takes a water, and he passes the water back to the guy. So as he drinks it, he starts to realize that as he's talking to the guy, that the guy's starting to pass out and go to sleep. So now with this being said, he realizes something's horribly wrong. So when he realizes that the guy fell asleep, he starts to feel dizzy. So after that, he passes out. Now, not too long after, he wakes up, and guess where he's at, y'all? He's at a farm. He's at a farm, and he really doesn't know where he's at. He just knows that he's at a farm, and he's laying on a big pile of hay. And so he's realizing he ain't, got taped or nothing like that. So he's like, okay, I'm good. So he starts to look around, right? Now, as he looks around, he realizes that he's in a big barn. The doors are closed, and there's like a tractor in the middle. And he's just looking around, and there's like a table right here with stuff on it. So he's looking at it, and he realizes that, Skip looking for a weapon. I just need to get out of here. He's wasting valuable time, he realized. So he started running to the door, and he realized that the door is locked. Now, as he peeks through the barn, you know how the barn always got like the cracks you look through like that. He's looking through there, and he sees about 4 or 5 people walking. They look like a family kind of. One of them is the people that was driving the taxi that wasn't talking. And the other one behind them was like a woman, and there was like a grandfather looking guy. They was just all walking towards the barn where he was at. So now with him realizing that, he ducks off, and he gets one of the tools on the table, and he breaks the lock on it, and he sneaks through. So as he's running, he's realizing as he's running through the cornfields, he hears him like, where did he go? Where did he go? And as he's running, he hears dogs barking. And after that, he hears a loud boom. He hears a loud shot. So as he hears a loud shot, he starts going right. He starts leaving. And after that, he just ran until, you know, he found a road. And a few times he thought that someone was coming, so he would hide on the side of the road and let them pass or whatever. So a few times the taxi driver passed off, but he ended up eventually getting one that actually was a sweet old lady, right? So as soon as he gets in the old lady's car, everything, you know, is calm. She put a cover over him. She's cutting the heat on because at this time it was kind of cold. And he woke up without a jacket, so, you know, she's making sure all the doors is locked. And, you know, she drives right to the sheriff's station. He files a report, you know. After that, the sheriff rides him back home, and he gives him a 1 week free bus pass. So after that, you know, he's just sitting there thinking like, dang man, I could have been killed, and no one would have never found my body, man. It just would have been, I would have just been sitting at a bus stop, got in a taxi, and that was it. Man, that's why you guys, when you get in these situations, see, this guy Freddie, he learned a valuable lesson that day. Don't get in the car with just anybody, and don't accept drinks from anybody. That's number one. So, yeah, that's number one. If y'all like this video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know. I'm gonna be dropping more on the daily, and if you guys need promotion on your videos, let me know. You know, shout out to channels. Cash at me like 25. If you want a story told, you know, written and everything, I'll have it done in 2 days. I could add pictures on the story, make it look like a little movie and everything. You know, just let me know. You know, cash at me 40 and I got you on that. So 40 if you need a video done. You know, 25 if you need me to shout the channel out. And yeah, if you want to do some work with me, just let me know. Contact. You know, I don't even charge much for them. But yeah, I got plenty of stories. I also do music. I do it all. So I do music. I create my own movies. This channel is just my second channel. I really already got another channel. My main channel has like 4 million views on it. It's like 7,000 subscribers. So this channel, I hope I get it just to at least 500 to 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna try to get this monetized the right way, you know. Yeah. If y'all like this story though, you know, like, comment, subscribe. I'm dropping every single day, if not every day. Alright y'all, so look, it's a guy named Richard, right? He's in high school, you know, he's a freshman, and he got 2 other friends, and all they mainly do is when they get out of school, they smoke, link up, you know, try to go mess with some, you know, little females they met in school, whatever, and, you know, and they smoke the cannabis. So, you know, the typical teenage lifestyle. So, what happened was, he just went through a hard breakup, so he stopped really dating girls, and now he's on the dating scene, right? So, he's on the dating scene, and you know, he's telling his friends, and one day his friend come up to Richard and is like, hey bro, you know that app, you know, it's called POF or Tinder, that's the name, Tinder, bro. Hey man, I'm telling you man, hop on that man, they got so many baddies. He's going through the phone showing them, he's like, oh word? Alright then, hey man, I'm gonna check it out. So he get home, you know, he's on his bed, you know, eating some pizza, you know, watching the Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, and he gets a notification, you know, he logs in, make an account and everything, he gets a notification, and, you know, for the first few days, you know, he starts to lose hope, because he's like, man, this stuff ain't doing nothing, man, you know, but as soon as he's about to delete the app, you know, he gets sidetracked because his mom calls him downstairs, right? So, I think she needed help putting the groceries in the house, so he helped her with the groceries, right? As soon as he get back upstairs, he heard a notification. He looks on the phone, and it's a girl named Cindy. Cold, white girl, long blonde hair, the whole package, right? So they texting over the days, and he's sitting here, saying, hey, we should meet. At this time, he wasn't at poverty, but he was just in a middle class neighborhood. He wasn't really in a high class suburb. This lady is Gucci purses, Fendi belts, all this stuff. Chanel purses. She got all this stuff. So, it should have struck him odd because, for one, what does this rich looking girl want to do with me? So basically, what happens is they talk about linking up on Friday. It's Wednesday right now. So eventually, he's getting his little cologne ready. He's getting his outfits ready. He's getting the whole package ready, right? So, Friday comes and he don't tell his parents. He just typical day. Get out the house. So he tells his friends, and the dude is like, hey, bro, hey, that's what's up. Hey, me and the fellas, we gonna be at the crib later on playing the new Modern Warfare 2. So if you wanna link up, let me know. So by this time, Rich is like, alright, bro. Hey, you remember that app you showed me? I finally got me a little date on it. So, hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go holler at Shorty. She gonna link up at the park in about an hour. Now, right now it's about 2 o'clock. So, she won't link up with me at 4. So they're like, alright, hey man, be careful, cause even though you got your little tender on the line, actually, you need to, make sure it's, he like, man, stop hating, man. Y'all just sitting here mad because y'all can't get done, man. They sitting there joking around, hitting each other on the shoulder. See, he says, all right, I'm going to be right back. He said, one love. They do their little handshake. He walk off, right? So later on, and at this time, he does got a vehicle and he can drive. So he takes his dad's car. And when he's getting in the car, he's texting like, hey, are you ready to meet? So while he's sitting in the car, the person says there's going to be a delay. And so he's kind of thinking, a delay? We had this set out, but, he was trying to be thirsty. So he said, screw it, I'm going to wait. So, she said it's going to be around 5. So 5 come, 6 come, 6 come, 7 come. And then eventually he noticed that it's nighttime at the park. So when you get to the park, he's sitting there on his phone, and mind you, it's nighttime, nobody's around, the park's quiet. So he get a text, and he's like, where you at? And she's like, actually no reply. So what he does is he says, hey, I'm about to just leave. So as soon as he's about to leave, she say, why, I'm right here. So when he look around, he don't see nobody. So when he gets to texting her, she say, I'm right here inside the cubicle. As he's looking in the cubicle, he sees someone eyes looking back at him, and he don't know if it's for sure a girl. So what it happens is, noticing what situation he's in, he's in a quiet park, nobody around, just meeting a random stranger. He just decides it's not a good idea, and he leaves. So at that time, he hears a loud bang on the bathroom stall outside that they be having at the parks. And at that time, the doors won't open. When the doors won't open, he ran back to his car. As he's getting his keys in the ignition, he looks up and he sees a large fat guy with a knife running towards him. Seeing that, he scurries off. When he gets back home, he's in the driveway thinking, man, I could have been killed by a big nasty man today, man. It's crazy. As he looked back at the text of the girl, it says, you left your wallet. If y'all like this story, like So his cousin Trey just got out of jail, right? He just got through getting out of jail for some child support kind of stuff. So he's in a rough position, You know how they give you the buck and $100 when you get out of jail? That's all he got to his name. And a bag of clothes that's on his back. So, for a few days he's out on the streets, He tried to go back to his baby mama's crib. She's gone. She took the baby and left. His dad, his dad's very sick, Because before he went in, he was taking care of his dad, and now he's out. He don't know where his dad is. He's trying to contact everybody. So now, basically, you know, he ends up meeting this chick named Strawberry. Now, Strawberry, she's a street worker, as they call it. So, you know what she does? She sells her body for money. So, not saying she ain't human. I'm just saying that that's the position she takes. So, after that, everything, you know, is all good. You know, they talking about, hey, you know, they actually met in the club. You know, he's taking this little money he got, going to the strip club, buying alcohol like that and stuff. So, you know, he ends up leaving with her, right? So, long story short, she say, hey, you want to go to my homegirl house? She lived just right down the street. You know, they in Ohio at this time. So, she's like, you know, he's down on East. You know, we could go down there. And my cousin, he got this thing, you know. So basically, you know, it's a little spot down east. They in Ohio at this time. So, you know, she said, hey, let's go to my homegirl's crib and all that, right? So, but I ain't gonna lie, he's flexing like he got it though. Like, you know, he got $100, but all in one. So, at the time, you know, he's buying her drinks, you know, he's getting stuff like that, but deep down, you know, he's like, you know, it's kind of my last, but, you know, to get her, you know, that's the song he's putting on. So he gets in the crib, right? So after he's in the crib and all that, he's come in to see two dudes sitting there, right? Now they mean at him. He like, what's up? These two dudes just looking at him. So she go in, she said, oh, my bad, this is my company, you know, I didn't know they were still here. You know, so she brushes them off, tells them to leave. So they get up, walk past him, look him up and down, you know, like that, like in a mean mug, like you want a problem kind of thing. So he looking like, man, what's they, you know, what the hell's their problem? So, you know, long story short, you know, they end up getting busy, right? So instead of going back outside, you know, he convinced her, you know, to stay. So he's in there, you know, he's sleeping. But little does he know what's about to happen to him, y'all. Y'all keep up with me on the story. I'm going somewhere with this. Oh, yeah, by the way, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Hit that like button and hit that comment button. And hit that subscribe button. On the comment button, I want you to, you know, give me a reply on this, man. Let me know what y'all think. So, let's get back to the story. So, now, he ends up staying asleep, so he wakes up and she's gone, right? But the thing is, here's the thing though. He's waking up and he can't move his arm. And you know what's crazy? He can't move his legs either. He looks over and see his hands and his feet tied. He like, hey, babe, man, what's going on? Man, what's going on? Now, this time he's dizzy, but he's thinking, why am I dizzy? I never woke up this dizzy before. And he did remember, oh, Shorty did give me a beer before, you know, we did whatever we did. So he hear arguing in the distance, like in the other room, and he hears like somebody say, oh, he's woke. So he pretend like he's asleep. He go, you know, he pretend like he's passed out. Now, he can hear them come in. So when he go in there, he's looking at the dude on the bed tied up, and he's like, you know, looking at him like, all right, in here in a few minutes we gonna wake him up, and I already got the bag, the plastic all over the floor, and now he with his eyes closed, like, man, what the hell they need plastic for? What the hell? Now, his heart's beating while he's saying this though. So now they come in, you know, he can hear like a toolbox getting set on the ground, and he can hear a saw going off. By this time, his heart's beating so fast, he feel like he's gonna stop breathing. That's how bad his heart's beating. So after that, he goes to the other room, right? While his eyes are closed, everything I'm saying,
he's just hearing. He's not seeing. Everything I'm telling y'all right now is what the guy's hearing tied up on the bed. So now, 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 for a second, he thought that he wasn't going to, have any chances at all, So when they started tying his hands, he knew between this time of my hands being free and wherever they take me, I gotta get out this house. But the thing is, I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'm just in some random broke down apartment, and I don't even know where. I don't even know if these people have neighbors or anything. So, he's contemplating on, man, what should I do? So he plays along his position. They get him right, pick him up right, and now they set him down in the other room. So now that he's pretending to be something on the wall, by some grace, they think that they heard something in the back. So I don't even know what it was. I just think it was just any random noise, them being paranoid. Hey, go check it out. But they both go. So at this time, he's looking around because he know what they're about to do. It's pretty obvious. They got plastic on the ground. They got saws and everything. And it's getting to that point. So now he's looking around the room. He grabs a screwdriver. He puts it inside the window. And he cranks it up. And he keeps doing it. And by this time, he hears the footsteps coming back. So he's doing it a little harder this time. And the window yanks open. Now, as soon as he jump out, he's so scared. He don't care if he hits the ground or whatever happens. So he hits the ground, right? He dislocates his shoulder, but they scream down from the window like, hey, where is he? Hey, I see him. They start shining the flashlights around, and now he's ducking off. He don't know where he's at. It's just in the middle of nowhere. So he's running, and eventually, while he's on the road, he see two headlights. So he stopped, right? He like, hey, sir, are you okay? He's like, hey, man, these people try to kill me, man. Get me in the car, man. Get me in the car, please. Thank you. So he get in the car, right? So, the guy's by his house already. So he pulls over, hey, I'm calling the police. So the police come. Now the dude's in the car with the cop, right? Now, as the cop's starting to make this left, he know that this way is to the police station. The cop make it right. So he's like, all right, it's the cop, so I know ain't nothing going on. He's just probably just making a little run, quick way to get back to the station. So, eventually, he's starting to see, and he looks up, and he's starting to be right back in the neighborhood he just ran for him. He like, hey, officer, can we just go to the station and break back up? I'm telling you, there's blood everywhere. There's probably people in there. He's like, don't worry. Everything will be all right. And he starts getting woozy. He passes out. He wakes up. His arm, when he wakes up, y'all, he wakes up in the same place he just left, right? This time, he don't got no arm. If y'all like this story, like, comment, subscribe. Yo, what's up? If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and I ain't even gonna lie. It's the first video I'm done, and this episode's gonna be about the duck murder on video. So I seen an interview the other day, right? In Trench's News, I think he said that they played the full video in court. So, basically he said, he explained what happened on that video. So he said that allegedly THFTZ, he was in the store with Duck, but Duck didn't know him at the time. And I guess he knew Duck from, sleeping with his baby mama or something like that. So I guess he left the store, went in another store, and was acting suspicious. So the people in that store thought that he was about to rob the place or something. So the bodyguards start recording his conversation, and he's bringing up people's names. And he also lied and said, oh, they just jumped me, Duck, and what's D-Thing's number and all that stuff. So after that, they said that I guess Duck was standing outside. He was on his phone looking left to right, and he didn't notice. And I guess the cars pulled up, and like Trench's News said, like John Gotti, they put up like the John Gotti hit or something like that. And they shot Duck, and a lot of stuff, man. I can honestly say, man, that's a messed up situation, man. And honestly, I felt like shoot Duck died for no reason, bro. Honestly, I feel like that nigga died for no reason, bro. He died from and then the dude THFTZ did he just get a new charge for trying to grape his cellmate due to YouTube policies? I gotta watch what I say, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, I can't believe, man. If anything, man, my opinion, bro, I wish the THFTZ nigga just would've never seen Duck that day, bro. Duck would've probably still been alive, man. So, bro, I don't know really how to explain it, bro. So, man, it's sad. It's over nothing, for real, for real. Shit, it's just a cycle. It's gonna keep going. But it's gonna be for nothing. But yeah, man, like I said, man, keep y'all the newest update, man, on all the new videos, man. I'm also doing non-fictional stories, and I'm doing fictional stories, and I do custom videos. So if you got a video or a story that you wrote and you want to be seen on YouTube, I can do that for you, and I got the background. So say if you want to do like a desert kind of movie, cash at me, send me the full story, and I got you, bro. It'll be done in about 2 days or whatever. It's whatever you want and imagine. Write it to me and let me know, man, and I'm gonna do it for you, man. For the background videos and all that, man, that's $50 cash at me, and for 25, that's if you want me to get on here and just tell one of your life stories, how you survived the situation, almost got killed or something like that. I do them kind of videos. So, yeah, y'all, just let me know, man. Till next time.